It is something young adults spend half of their life preparing for, but that doesn't make the pain any easier when they finally come face to face with the financial throes of a college education. There are many expenses to keep in mind when applying and deciding on a college: tuition, room and board, living necessities for a dorm room, and one of the most dreaded, textbooks. Buying one's own textbooks is something many first-year students forget about since their high school textbooks were provided. With the unknowing also comes the shock of how much a textbook can actually be. Students attending a four-year college spend on average of $598 on textbooks in the 2010-2011 school year. There are many different companies and ways to purchase used books, ranging from Amazon, eBay, and even to the campus bookstore. Some students prefer this method of buying used because these books usually have writing and highlighting from previous owners. These notes and highlighting can either help or hurt a student. They may help to understand the material better, but also may be distracting to some. So depending on what you personally prefer as a student, you have to make the decision that is right for you. A favorite perk for some students when buying used books is being able to sell them back at the end of the semester for some extra cash. Even though the price one will sell it back for will usually not compare to the price they bought it for, no one can say they wouldn't enjoy a little extra cash in their pocket. A newer trend to hit the textbook market is the option of renting a book. It is a simple process of just paying a rental fee for the semester on each book. This option is a lot less expensive than buying a brand new book, but might not be the best option for those who learn best by writing and highlighting in a textbook. Since the book is not actually owned by the student, when renting they have to be considerate of how much writing and highlighting they do, and keep the damage to a minimum. A downside to this option that is, unlike buying a used textbook, a student cannot sell it back at the end of the semester. The newest form of buying a textbook that is right on track with our tech-savvy culture is purchasing an e-textbook. This new idea is great for students who don't want to lug around a book for every class they are taking, and usually costs 60% less than it would to buy a brand new textbook. Helping to save the environment is just another perk when buying an e-textbook. For students who like to be hands-on with their textbooks, e-books are right on track with newer features, including being able to highlight and write directly on the screen. The process of obtaining an e-book is pretty simple as well. All one has to do is enter the book's ISBN number, download the book, and it is all yours. Students don't have to wait in long lines at the bookstore or wait for the company to ship a used book. They can own a book within seconds of paying for it. One downside to the e-textbook is having to have a device that is capable of downloading and storing the e-book, like an iPad or a Kindle. These devices can range anywhere from $200 to $500 and is a bit pricey, but might be worth it considering how much they would save throughout their 4 years at college. Another downside to the e-textbook is that they cannot be resold, and some textbooks expire after a certain amount of time. There are still some glitches in this new invention, but the idea looks to be the most promising in saving college students money when it comes to buying books. There are many options when it comes to how a student will get their textbooks needed for the course. And with all these options, it is important to consider how you personally as a student will learn best and to make the right decision that will save you the most money.